Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick update. The bay mare here on the left, who is probably going to come and pester me for loving, this is Jewel. And yesterday I posted on Facebook that my mom had found her laying here in the hay paddock, looking at her belly, miserable, laying out flat, getting up and down and, and just not feeling well, and that's a sure sign of colic. And especially since it's gotten cold, the water is cold and they don't like to drink that cold water, and they tend to not drink enough and they get locked up in their gut. And so the last time that happened, it was this mare's son, which is that spotted pony over there, Buddy. It cost us $400 for the vet to come out. So I heard a story once of Dr. Christopher. This lady had a horse that was down with colic, and the vet was there, and the vet said, "Ma'am, he's not going to make it. I need to just put the horse to sleep." Well, the lady apparently was friends with Dr. Christopher, so she called him, and she said, "I need you to come." And when he got there, she told the vet, "You do whatever he says." So he had never, Dr. Christopher was writing the story that I read, and he said, "I'd never dealt with colic in horses before, and I didn't know how much to use," but he took 2 big handfuls of Cayenne and put it in a big bucket of water and told the vet to put a tube down into the horse's stomach and put that Cayenne water in there. Well, he did. A couple minutes later, the horse's head popped up. And shortly after that, the horse got up and walked around the stall, and then he started running, and he sprayed poop all over the side of the stall and ran around in circles for a little bit. And then he kind of calmed down a little bit, and then a few minutes later, the horse's head popped up again, and he ran around the stall, and then he sprayed poop all over the side of the wall of the stall. And he was running around in circles, and then he settled down. Well, Dr. Christopher turned to the vet and asked him, "Why is this horse running around like this?" And the vet said, "Well, I think he's trying to get away from his backside because it burns from that Cayenne." So part of the concoction that we gave to Jewel here for her colic was Cayenne. I put Cayenne tincture in her mouth, and then I made a blend of flaxseed, molasses. I put a little bit of olive oil. I could have used mineral oil. I didn't think about that. I put some ginger, which is a prokinetic. It helps to increase peristalsis in the gut, which is a problem with colic. Their gut likes to shut down on them, and they get blown up and obstructed. So flax, molasses. I put a little aloe, a little oil, some more cayenne. I put some salt to encourage her to drink water, and the ginger. And I mixed that all together, and I put it in some alfalfa blocks and covered it with warm water to encourage her to eat that. You know, that was the purpose of the molasses. But she ate that, and then we got her to drink some warm water with molasses and salt in it. And this morning she's perfectly fine. And I'm just so grateful for the natural remedy. So I believe that probably the most important component of all of that was the cayenne. So just remember that if you have a horse that's down with colic, if you can get cayenne in them. We caught her early, so she was not to the critical stage. But we gave her that mash with all those ingredients in it, and walked her around for about an hour, and she got fine. Her breathing returned to normal. Her eye looked more relaxed. She didn't have tension in her body. We put the blanket on her. We don't have any horse blankets left. But typically we don't get that white stuff here in Alabama. But just so she wouldn't have to struggle, we just had an old wool blanket and just strapped it around her. It works great. So anyway, she's going to be fine. So just there's a natural remedy for horse colic. See you in the next video.